Genocide serves the fundamental interests of the CCP. Under this reign of terror, the CCP will not only eliminate you if you are against it, but it may also destroy you even if you are for it. It will eliminate whomever it deems should be eliminated. Consequently, everyone lives in the shadow of terror, and everyone fears the CCP. All of the CCP's inherited traits and means aim to achieve one single goal: control. To control is the CCP's 9th inherited trait. Through its evil actions, the CCP has proved itself to be the natural enemy of all existing social forces. Since its inception, the CCP has struggled through one crisis after another. The perpetual fear for survival has made maintaining its existence and power the highest interest of the party. The party's interest is not the interest of any single party member, nor is it a collection of any individual interests. Rather, the interest of the party as a collective entity overrides any sense of the individual. Party nature is one of the most vicious characteristics of the Communist Party. Party nature overwhelms human nature and conscience, and has the power to make people lose their humanity. The beautiful melody of this folk song from northern Shanxi province is a familiar tune to people's ears, yet the scent rising from this flower basket is not that of any grain or cotton flowers, but rather of the opium poppy. The scent, indeed, was opium, and Mao Zedong named it the revolutionary opium. In 1942, in order to build up its financial resources for a civil war, a mass production movement was launched in Yan'an. The Central Political Bureau of the CCP established an opium production committee led by Ren Bushi, one of the early leaders of the CCP. They, along with the Japanese, sold opium to regions controlled by the KMT, poisoning their own countrymen. In the Vladimirov Diaries, Peter Vladimirov, a representative of the Comintern and a reporter from the TASS news agency based in Yan'an, recorded a statement made by Dong Fa, a member of the Central Political Bureau of the CCP. He said, "In the past, we sent out one truckload of food after another, and we came back with only a small bag of money. Now, we send out small bags of opium to KMT territories, and we actually bring back big bags of money, one after another. We can use the money to buy guns, cannons, and bullets to fight the KMT." At the 100th anniversary of the birth of Ren, the director of the Opium Production Committee, his party nature was highly praised by the CCP, claiming him to possess superior character, a firm belief in communism, and unlimited loyalty to the cause of the party. He was a model party member. Upon gaining power, the CCP expanded its party nature even further. It successfully launched a campaign of mind control to mold new party tools and screws, such as Lei Feng. These protocols demanded the Chinese people to willingly comply, obey, and cooperate for the benefit of the party. Under CCP rule, everything is done for the interest of the party. Nothing is done for the people, because the party interest overrules everything. When it comes to the party's interest, there is no right from wrong, no good from evil, no justice. The CCP uses party nature to control the entire party and subsequently the rest of society. Clothed in the name of the nation, party nature has been forced upon the people as a set of proper thoughts, a range of stereotypical behaviors, and a regulatory system. From the party leader to the ordinary people, not one person was left out. After several decades of brainwashing, the party nature way of thinking has become inherent in the Chinese people. They became self-restrained, self-compliant, and self-disciplined. The CCP is as hard as steel. It has discipline as solid as iron and has unified intentions. All party members are made of special materials, and the actions of all Chinese people must be in unity. The CCP has a life of its own, with its own independent body. The party runs the officials. It's not the officials running the party. In fact, a majority of the highest party officials, the general secretaries, have, in the end, been labeled anti-communist. The founder of the CCP, Chen Du-shu, was an intellectual and a leader of the May 4th student movement in 1919. He showed himself not a fan of violence and warned the CCP members that if they attempted to convert the KMT to communist ideologies or had too much interest in power, that would certainly lead to strained relationships. While being one of the most active in the May 4th generation, Chen was also tolerant. However, he was the first to be labeled a right-wing opportunist. Another CCP leader, Chu Zhubai, believed that the CCP members should engage in battles and fighting, organize rebellions, overthrow authorities, and use extreme means to return the Chinese society to its normal functioning. However, he said before his death, "I left your movement a long time ago. History played a trick, bringing me, an intellectual, onto the political stage of revolution, and keeping me there for many years. In the end, though, I still could not overcome my own notions of gentry. I cannot become a warrior of the proletariat class after all." The CCP leader Wang Ming, at the advice of the Comintern, argued for unity with the KMT in the war against the Japanese, instead of expanding the CCP base. At the CCP meetings, Mao Zedong and Zhang Wenjian could not reveal the truth of their situation. According to the limited military strength of the Red Army, they would not be able to hold back even a single division of the Japanese by themselves. Mao Zedong was forced to remain silent at the meetings. Later, however, Wang Ming was ousted, first for a left-wing deviation and then branded an opportunist of the right-wing ideology. Hu Yaobang, another party secretary, won back support for the CCP from the Chinese people by bringing justice to many innocent victims who had been criminalized during the Cultural Revolution. Still, he was kicked out. Zhao Ziyang wanted to help the CCP in furthering reform, yet his actions brought him dire consequences. So what could each new leader of the CCP accomplish? To truly reform the CCP would imply its death. There is a certain limit, then, on what even the CCP members can do to transform the CCP system. So there is no chance for any true reformation of the CCP to succeed. Many party leaders ended their political lives in tragedy, yet the CCP has survived. In many instances, when the CCP was at its most evil, the highest officials failed in their positions. This was because their extent of evil did not meet the requirements of the party. Only the most evil would meet its requirements. The CCP leaders who survived their positions